There. Okay, we got live streaming going. Now, if you ever see these live streams, there's a chat section over on one side of the YouTube page, so you can, type in questions and actually chat. It makes it interactive. I do videos and stuff, and there's the comments, but I can't respond instantly to it. So rather than just record the video, I thought I'd do it live instead. And let me get this out of the way here. Yeah, this is what I want to see. Nobody's in here yet, but that's all right. I'm looking at all the mail, right? I got several packages. There you go. Well, these are coins and stuff. I'm sure of it. And some of it I'm expecting. This is mail for the diner still, of all things. I'll just put that over here. I got Ray, Chris Hurley, flea markets. People are showing up. Yeah, I'm talking about the mail because, I mean, look at it. Oh, let me click this so it speeds up just a little bit. There you go. Combined shipping. Oh, it's beautiful stuff, right? I like to get stuff instead of one coin when I'm shopping on eBay, scouring it, looking for, for steals. I go see what else do they have, because a lot of times you can pick up several items and there's no additional shipping. And if you're selling, the same thing applies. Give them combined shipping because you can fit, several coins in one of these packages. Where's this one coming from? I don't know, but I recognize the name, so it's probably somebody I bought from before. Get rid of this. Remember, save your packing material because this popcorn pretty darn handy. But I combine shipping on anything people buy from me. And let's see what we got in here. Yeah, we'll save that. And I said the envelopes, and if I use these to ship with, I'm going to cut out the sender's. They can have my address, but they can't have the sender's address. Made a big box back here. And I like to see an invoice in these things. Tells me what I paid, so now I gotta go look it up. Oh, but look what we got. We got a couple of 1889s. Real pretty. I think there's an O in the back. There sure is. Can you see the O? I can put it down here. Look at the scope. This is stuff that just shows up in the mail. What I really hope for is my sister's cookies. Can you hear me? Send cookies. There you go. We got a decent O. But you'll find you go through more volume. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packages. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 packages. If I'm paying $3 a piece, there's $15 I've spent on shipping. And I'd rather spend $3 on shipping and an extra $12 on coins. Makes sense. And then I hate the staples. I've lost myself here. There you go. So we got 5 packages at $3 a piece. I'm paying that. I'd rather spend more money on coins. When the coins come in, I get these staples in there. It's good. It keeps the coin from flapping around, which is good. But you could wrap that up with a piece of paper. And I want to get that staple out of here right now before anything else happens, because that can ruin that. You know what? Get this away from this. That's just bad luck. That's a disaster waiting to happen. There's another one in this one. Yep. Need a magnet is what I need. Any more? This one has one. So anytime you're buying stuff, see what else the buyer has so you can, get all that stuff together in a single package. I like to get my shipping below 10%. If I'm shopping around and find something that looks pretty good, what's it going to cost in shipping? Is it sending the price of the total package too far? This is Jeffrey Boughton from Maine. I grew up in Bangor. My sister's in Brewer. Yeah, it's something like this. $3 shipping, it's nothing, You're talking 40, 50 bucks a coin and an old tired barber half. I figured I'd put that up in the big show. But I want to get that shipping cost down, because if I'm paying $3 for a coin and $3 for shipping, no, I'm paying $6 for the coin is the way that works. And I see people, they get things from me, they'll pick up a dollar deal. And they want it immediately. They want it right now. So rather than wait and see what else comes up, they'll spend $3 in shipping for a $1 coin. Okay, maybe they need it real bad. I don't know. Millinocket. I once bought a saxophone up in Millinocket. Drove on up, got the sax. It was brutal cold. I mean, it was 20 below in the sun, indoors, right? One of those cold days you never warm up. I live in Florida now because I've had enough of that snow. Oh, look at this, how this is packaged. See, I got a slab inside the packaging, and I keep that packaging because I can reuse it. Except that, you know, I popped all my bubble wrap in a fit of glory. It's a good day, really relaxing. What's Polly doing? Flea market. Polly, you going live sometime? Polly Nichols is going on at 7 o'clock, so mark your calendars. 7 o'clock, you get an hour. Polly, what I do, I go into the live stream, and there's a little timer you can set, and it'll send a notification at the top of the screen for everybody that follows your channel. It's a good heads up. I started it like 2 minutes before I started this little stream, and 15 people have showed up just out of the blue instantly. So I'll tell everybody there's a bell. Let me get this. Let me move this here real quick. Down here is a bell, right? If the bell doesn't have little wings on it, click that bell. That's more important than clicking like, because what that bell is going to do is let you know when I'm online doing something. Before I do the big show or the coin class, or these little, throw them ups and let's see what's happening, you get a notice. It says Ken is live, so you can see what's going on. So click the like and click the bell. And if it says subscribe without a D, click that too. So one package, you're looking at $3 shipping. 10 packages, that's 30 bucks. Well, would you rather get 10 packages or one package? So when I check out these sellers, I see what else they have, because sometimes I can pick up some neat stuff at a fairly decent price. There's a 1946D 65 red. Looks real nice. Yeah, I can live with that. There's the back of her. Now these, late date proofs. Where are we? Right here. Are not proof. These late dates. It's MS65. These will cost you, 15 bucks. You can pick some up, and you've got a reference to use for your own, grading set. So you can compare these graded pieces to what you have raw, and say, this is a good match for 64 red or 65 red or 66 even. When you start getting these 65s and 66s, they look real good. Oh, let go. There you go. And I'll save all this. All right. And here's a 65 red, 1947. Just every bit of shine. That's a decent looking coin. But you can put together your own little reference set. Let's put that under the scope. Look at all this stuff. Yeah, why bother buying packing material? You can just use the stuff you get. Here we are. That's what it looks like in real life. 1947. I mean, you're looking at almost no contact marks, practically nothing for blemishes. By the time you get to MS65, they're really sweet looking. Now, NGC, this is a NGC slab. There you go, 1947, 1 cent, 65 red, NGC. Where's their logo? There it is, NGC. They got a registry where you can register all your coins, right? You can start at like a Lincoln set, 1909 to 1958, just wheats, and effectively compete. So it's a ladder. Every grade has a different point system, every date, and compete with everybody else in the world. See who's got the best and the biggest, Whip it out and see who's got the biggest one is all that is. Okay, I'm going to set this aside. Yeah, there's a trash bag right there. So you can see how your stuff stacks up. And really, if you got a dozen slab coins, you really start to jump up ahead in the list. But once you get into that top 100, man, it's tough. You need some serious coins. I think this is what I want. I've been looking for, no, the other one I've been looking for. Okay, we're padded. I like to see these bundled so they're not banging against each other. But look, I got more staples. I hate staples. And tape. Man, I take out the trash 3 times a week. I live alone, right? In the kitchen, I don't throw that much stuff out, so it builds up. And oh man, I threw a chicken bone out the other day. That stunk to high heaven. Okay. Oh, we got a ½ cent in here. So what do you got here? We got a 1895 Barber. Oh. And we got 1889 Morgan, looking real sharp. And I'll check those out for VAMs and such. And what do we got in here? 50. Oh, this is the 55 Triple S. Let me get rid of this. Let me show you what I'm doing. There, this is what came in the other package. This is a 55 S with a triple S. Let's have a look at that. Get that staple out of there. And that's BU. So if we're going to handle it, let's do it right. I saw it on there. Geez, it's going for like, 1 cent. I better bid on that. Well, the price was right. And that won. 13-gallon bags. Fill up quick. Yeah, they do. I live alone. But, you throw in all the Walmart bags and the wrapper from the bread and everything else. And let's look at this one. Now, it looks pretty darn good all by itself. Right under the scope, we're going to look at, let's see, there we go. I think this is RPM number 3 or 2 or whatever it is. I'll have to actually check it and look it up. You're going to see it to the north twice, if we can focus. No, I'm thinking I've been flim-flammed. This is not what I ordered. This is very dissimilar to what I ordered. I don't think there's much in common at all with what I ordered. All right, we'll set that aside. Try looking at it differently. Every now and then, what you ordered and what you get is different. Definitely not. I don't see an RPM on there. So let's set that off to the side here. Yeah, we'll put that back in your envelope. Next one, we got 1909 VDB XF. They were giving it away. I had to have it. Let's get back over here and have a look. But I see. I looked at what else the seller had. Okay, I probably ought to pick that up while I'm at it. Because I've already paid the shipping, so I'm not adding shipping costs to it. There we go, put on the dish. Let's see where we are in the scope. 1909. Looks decent here. Let's check the VDB. Okay, I'm having trouble with the VDB. Okay, it's there, but it's a little bit weak. Let's zoom out. Yeah, this is what I do all day. Look at pennies. Okay, I got a contact mark here and there, but not too bad. Yeah, sometimes the stuff, a lot of times you'll find the details are clearer when they're not zoomed in. Here you can see the VDB quite clearly. Let's look at the other side. Because XFs, these will sell for $10 pretty easily. 1909, a little bit of a contact mark. Okay, you didn't flim-flam me on that one. Good. Put that up here. What's next? Yeah, it's like Christmas some days. 1863 Indian. 99 cents. Of course I took it. Nobody else bid. There are certain times of the day where you can get in and, check out the stuff that's ending soonest. Because every now and then, something just gets missed, right? There's a 1863 Indian. And if you can pick stuff up for 99 cents, do it. I don't see anything here that's going to keep it, you know, into the details range. This looks pretty good. That's got a little pit, a couple of small rim dings, but for very good, yeah, 99 cents. We're on eBay. I'm not telling. Just hunt eBay. I get stuff from different sellers a lot of times. Check out, you know, it'll let you check out, you know, just the Indian cents. Um, and you look at what's coming up ending first. And just look at the auctions because, you know, the auctions are where you're going to find the best deals. A lot of people list it for a penny. They list it for 99 cents and they turn it on and let it run. Now, you get folks up there who don't have a lot of followers, right? You get people that don't have a lot of items for sale. They got 10 items and no followers. eBay does not promote their stuff, so it just gets lost by the wayside. You want to get found on eBay, you got to list 10,000 items, right? Because then they're making money, they're going to promote your stuff. But these small sellers, they usually have good coins. A lot of times, they've been doing it for a while. They sold 100 items or 200 items, but they're not getting the attention they should. Oh, this one I cherry picked because I'm looking, and this guy has this, you know, 1928S, except it's a large S. Ta-da! So I grabbed that up real quick. These large S's are harder to find than small S's, and that's what they look like. I got to look above that now. That grime. I got the loop here. Yeah, that looks normal. But you check out what other items the seller has, and you can put those in order, you know, according to when it sells first, when it ends first. And dude, you can find all kinds of stuff they're giving it away. I got some proof cents one day. I look and you know it's ending in 5 minutes and it's 1 cent. You get, you know, 8 2002 S's. Clash is on. Okay, go see Clash. I'm just farting around right now looking at stuff. I'll come here back to home. But don't spend too much on shipping. Look around for what else the sellers have so you can save on shipping. If you're selling stuff, make sure your buyers know that you'll combine the shipping. And I don't like to see more than 10% of my purchase price involved in shipping. So if I'm spending $3 on shipping, I like to see 30 bucks worth of coins. Yep, SJ's here, and Clash is on. Go see Clash. He's probably doing something fun. Oh, look. Let me give you a quick idea what else is in here. We've got an 1809 halfpenny. And that's a 9/6 from what I could tell. That's looking real sweet. Let's see if we can. Where's my card? How are we looking there? That's a classic head. All right, we have a Drake bust because I'm sick with these. This one's not very good. This is just a scraper. But it was a must-have. You can barely see the details, but that's a Drake bust, half cent. If you can get these, grab them up. They're quite rare. You can't get them easily. And you can put together a decent little set for pretty darn inexpensively on some of these cases. You know, this one, it's a 1905, looks like. Funny. I ordered an 1805. I'll have to deal with that. But I mean, you can get these things, and they're good for 20, 30 bucks. If you see them going for 99 cents and nobody's bidding, why don't you just click that button? You can find some stuff. There's that one. Here's the the 1809. And if you look at the 9 in particular, you see that it's an upside down 9 under it is what it is. It's not 9/6. It's a 9 over upside down 9. So you get a die variety here. I just had to have it. So I'll set that aside here. What else we have here? We have this, oh, sorry, 1914 S, real woody. That's like an automatic gimme. The price was right. But sometimes, especially weekdays, Sunday night to probably Thursday morning, that range, that's where you don't have as many people on eBay. The sellers something sells, they put something else up. So on the weekend, they sell it. There you go, 14S. And then they put something else up quickly, and it sits. So even you got busy sellers that they're not selling their product because the buyers aren't there. You got all the coins, no buyers. And you can make good pickups on that way. You know, if you want to spend the money, you shop on Friday and Saturday night. Yeah, you have a lot more items to pick up and choose from. Yeah, good and woody. That's why I took this one. But you have more buyers, that's the thing. So, you know, you got a couple of goofball buyers that just jacking up the prices on everything. Maybe they mean it, maybe not. This is not that great. But 14S is a good date, so we'll set that up here. So play with eBay and you'll find out different times that are, what's that? Oh, that's that penny. Large cent. Oh, you can't see it there. Home. Of course, I had already bid on this when I realized, oh man, it's got a hole in it. So I get to eat this one, I suppose. 1859. But the hole doesn't go all the way through, so it's just a pit right up there at the top of her head. 1856. Oh, that's why. That's why I grabbed it. It's not a penny. It's a half cent. Okay, and there's no hole all the way through. So I got a pit on one side. I'll have to check this one out pretty hard. 1856, there's probably, you know, 1,000 of these surviving. These old half cents? Dude, grab them. These should explode in price. There's so few of them, some of these. I'll set that up here. Let's see what else we got. That was a good, oh, there's a whole bag of stuff. Yep. Okay, this is one I was looking for. Good. I've been hoping for this all, you know, for days and days. What do we got in here now? Miss Liberty, 1900, great shape. VF. We got a Mercury. Somebody was looking for a 1916 the other day. I saw this and said, okay, I'll grab that up. And we got some shiners. Real pretty ones. Look at that. You got to have a nice shot. Everybody should have one glorious Mercury, right? How many are you talking? $5, $6, $7? And got some pretty decent 3 cents. Now I'll go over these for varieties. I found some really nice varieties on those. You know, RPMs, RPDs, not RPMs. There's no RPMs on those. The repunch dates. There's a racketeer nickel, and that's in pretty decent shape, I'd have to say. She got all the hair. She got more hair than I do. I have a 2011 quarter. This is Mark Connor saying that's a woody and a proof mint set. 4 quarters are frosted and the 5th is not. That's the one that's a woody too. See, the woodies are for alloys. These modern quarters of Washington's, they're clads. So I'm going to guess, you know, without looking at it, that it might not be a woody, but it may be streaky. That's a racketeer, no sense. They used to pass these as $5 gold coins. They played them up. But that looked pretty good. We got another 3 cents. I'll look at the date real hard on that. Oh, yeah, here it is. Look at all kinds of stuff here. You like the late night ones. Hi, 4-star General of Lincoln Cents. How are you today, sir? Well, you know, sometimes I like to stretch my wings. How's this look? We got a seated half, 1854. Big fat die crack on it. We'll have to look at that. Another one over here. Is it disintegrating? Die crack right through it. One at the foot. Yeah, that's just about disintegrating. And it's an O, 1854 O $half. You know, there's all kinds of stuff out there to pick up for good prices. But this seller had a whole bunch of things. And well, nobody's bidding on it. Nobody. Just one thing after another after another. So I look at it, put a bid in. A few seconds later, boink. I was hoping for this to come in earlier. Let's get this staple out of here so I could get these in on the the big prize, because I was doing, you know, $50 in particular commemorative halves. So here's a Colombian, and I thought it was in good enough shape that it would make a nice addition to that that $50 collection we gave out. You see that Lexington? That was gorgeous. We have just a little bit of wear, and this is an 1892. No, 1492. No, 1893. What's the other one? Here we go. Get that aside. And that should be the 1892. My grandmother was born in 1896, by the way. You see me talking about her a lot. And Marguerite, she was born in 1894. And George was born in 1892. Yeah, that was George and Marguerite, where she does the walking every morning. That's why they stayed married for so long. They had separate bedrooms, and she did the walking. Well, of course. So there's a couple of Columbia $50. Saw some steals, and geez, you know, I couldn't find my steals, but I had to get a couple of 50 different rolls over here. So I went through stuff and I found my steals. But in the meantime, I saw these and said, okay, it's like $1.75. I mean, this will go for $1 each, maybe $2 a piece for the, maybe if they, it's probably $1. You know, you get these little small add-ons, only $1 or $2, but you add it on, and hey, somebody will be pleased to have this. How you looking? They're not replated. They're genuine. They're original. All right. And we got a seated dime. And this is my first ever seated dime. I've never owned a seated dime before. And I probably won't own this for long. But there it is. Okay. Oh. Okay. This is nice. I forgot about this coming in. 1909 S just came in. We can look at that under the scope. It's in cardboard, so it'll be tough to photograph. Somebody's going to want this. It looked VF to me. And I got some splits between the ear and face. Let's look at the back. I got full lines, good berries. Now, when you get these 09 S's, look real hard. One time, about a year and a half ago, I ordered a 1909, 1909 VDB, and a 1909 S. $75. And the 3 coins came in. And I took a look, and on the back of the S was a little smudge on the bottom. So I took my handy little cloth and gave it a whoosh, and 3 letters appeared. Now, if you take out the 1909 VDB, I got $10 for that, and the 1909, you know, $1 or $2 for that. I ended up paying $65 for a 1909 SVDB, and fine. You find that one on my blog. It's, you know, it's right up at the top there. So remember this trick? You take the toothpick, you stick it in. All right, so it goes right through. Yeah, it goes right through, and then you just drag it around. You're not messing with the staples. You're not screwing it up. You're not exposing the staples. You get your penny out that easily. And get them staples the heck gone. So, question every 1909 S you see, and get in there and have a look. Now, the VDBs on the 09 S's oftentimes tend to be worn. It's an easy to wear spot. And I'm not seeing anything here, but you get in there and you hunt, because it would be a shame to give away a 1909 S and not know there was a VDB. This one looks okay. I don't know what that crack is. Could be a contact mark. That's every bit of VF. Got some doo-doo on it, not too much. I like to see doo-doo on a coin because, I mean, it hasn't been cleaned. So that's a keeper. Put that up here. we look at this one yet? Yeah, that's the 1883. We got a, oh, let me put you home. What do we got there? 19, that's a 24D. And I snagged these up just for the heck of it. 24Ds are easy to sell. You can usually make a $5 bill on a 24D. 1883, no cents. How many of these did I get? That's an 1883, no cents. AU. That one's VF. And, oh, that's a 1925 over here. Let's go. 1925. Nothing great. It's mostly, you know, junk silver, but it's 25S. So we grab that. Why not? What do you got here? 1930. Real pretty one. I don't do toners, but the toners have been saying, you got any toners? And that kind of has some pretty color to it. So, okay, I'll grab that. All right, last one. What's this one? Oh, that's the 24D. You got the 3 cents, the Colombians, the seeded, which I really didn't look at. That look okay to you? Yeah, I'll get away with that. Good. The steels, and they were a steal, let me tell you. The yeah, the seeded half, that's a real peach. The other three of those. What's that one? That's a 1916. Who needed a 1916 Mercury? Because we got that one. It's good. And the 1900 very fine. Where are you? Yep. The V nickels are okay. Very fine. I got a full Liberty and a pretty full head of hair. You just can't get a good picture of them inside the Mylar. Looks okay to me. We got one left, and this is sent in by one of us, one of our people. This will be going into the coin class. Perfectly packaged. Here we go. Look, I got more bubbles. Man, it's a shame. It's almost shameful standing there in the post office for 3 hours at a time, you know, popping all their mailers. You have to stop doing that, sir, they say. Okay, 1909 VDB. Let's have a look. Clean, decent. We'll look at those. It looks like a scrape. And we'll be able to give away a 1909 VDB with the coin class this week. That'll be a nice little treat. This one's, oh, very good. It's a better one. 1909. And have a look at the back. VDB, nice and sharp on this one. Now these VDBs, you want to look at the EPU. There's a lot of doubles on those. There's like 9 or 10 different double die reverses. Several on the obverse. The L looks pretty normal. And you look at the date. I'm going to have to give this one a good hard look. Let's look over here. I found a 37 last night. It was a DDO, which is pretty darn neat, pretty nifty. Okay, that's what we got. You know, keep your postage down by seeing what else they have. Sometimes you can pick up these things. Where's them steals? There you go. You can pick up, you know, some real decent things for this is $1.75 added on with no additional shipping. That's a good buy. That's probably $6 or $8 for that group of 3. You know, these are original, good luster. But shop around. Keep your shipping down by seeing what else they have. And if you can pick something up for a few bucks and no extra shipping, you know, that's where you get your costs down, is how that works. Well, that's today's mail call. I'll let you guys go. Remember, Klesh is on. Get over and see him. Let's see if we get any questions. And Paulie is going on at what, 7 o'clock, Paulie? Check out Paulie. Get over there and give him a, click his bell. Click my bell. Click Paulie's bell. If you see a D at the end of subscribe, click that too. And Mark Connor sent a picture. I'll have to check that later. Yep, 7 p.m. on Paulie Nichols. And he's always doing something. He rants and raves and just carries on about as much as I do. There's nothing. Oh, that's nothing. But I'm going to take a look at that 55S and see if that is what it is. Because I sure didn't see it on the scope. Might have to go back. I want my $5. You know, we'll go from there. Guys, thanks a lot for stopping in. This is just a quickie. Collection's on now and Polly and Shorely. Take it easy.